Hello, welcome back to my channel. I've done my Disney pin collection, I've done my Harry Potter pin collection, so it's time to do my Star Wars pin collection. This might be the last video that I really upload that's a pin collection specifically. I do have a small Spider-Man collection and a small like bookish pin collection. I maybe will do a little something with those. I might just do like a here's my Pinfolio, here's my leftover stuff video instead, because it is hard to take them out and to kind of sort through them and do all of that good stuff. So we're going to start with my licensed pins. I do buy a lot of pins from second-hand stores, oh my god, from small businesses. So a lot of this is like small shopping. There are a couple of these that I don't know the makers and they're not back stamped, so I will look them up and put them in the description below. Everybody that I buy from will be linked in the description below. So the first two that I want to start with are these two hinged pins. I believe they were Disney Cruise Line exclusives. LE3000. So this one is like the Darkside Pin, you know, the Imperial side, and it opens up and you've got all these little symbols inside. Like you've got like Darth Vader's helmet, I'm thinking that's what that is, or what it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's Darth Vader's helmet. It's really dark on my screen. Some TIE fighters, some stormtroopers, your standard dark side stuff, and they close right up, they open right up, the usual. Then you've got the light side of it as well. So the Resistance, the Rebel Alliance, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, Disney Cruise Line, LE3000. I really like the colors on this one. My boyfriend has been eyeballing it for a little bit, so if I decide to take it off of my board, maybe it'll end up with him. I've got this little BB8 pumpkin one. My best friend went to Disney and he brought me back this pin because I love Halloween and I love BB8. Just your standard little collaboration of two things per Disney standards. I've got a couple of these Zoom pins. I don't really know what I'm doing with them. This one I bought because he's got his little braid, his little Jedi braid. I think this is Obi-Wan, I'm assuming because of the fuzziness on his hair, but honestly it could be Anakin. Luke Skywalker, or at least I was told it was Luke Skywalker, and old Obi-Wan, Ben Kenobi. Then I have this Lando pin. I'm not gonna lie to you, I bought this purely because I love Donald Glover. I was watching Community when I bought this. It popped up in a live sale and I was like, yes, he needs to be on my board. He will no longer be on my board. He's gonna be in my Pinfolio soon. All my pins were taken off my board because I did buy a Pinfolio, so I'm starting to like move stuff over there and really trying to prioritize what my collections are gonna be because I was spending way too much money on pins. The last two that I have, I don't know what this series is called by Disney, but they're like cute little cartoon-esque characters. It doesn't say it on the back. I was hoping it would. This one's Han Solo, and this one is Princess Leia. So of course I had to get them so that they could be together. Also, my boyfriend gave me this one for my birthday this year, which was in April. It's a little baby Yoda. He's sipping his soup. It's not licensed Disney. I'm not sure where he got it. I don't really want to ask where he got it because that's impolite. But it is my first Baby Yoda pin, and he did get it for me for my birthday, so it lives on my board. Okay, so where am I going to start? Let's start with this one because it's really cool. This was done by Rebel Art Design, and it's a Darth Vader helmet. It's glittery, and if you look closely, you've got a TIE fighter and an X-Wing, and then the Death Star, and in his eyes, there's the battle between him and Luke. It is super, super detailed, and if you've watched my other videos, you know I'm a sucker for any kind of small detail. They do a lot of these kind of like silhouette style pins where they've got stuff going on in the inside. They have a really, really cool, I think it's Boba Fett. Yeah, they've got a really cool Boba Fett one. I don't really care for the bounty hunters. I just got into the Mandalorian when that started. I didn't really care about them before, I won't lie to you, but my boyfriend loves them, and they have Boba Fett in his original colors, and it's got the same type of design, so I bought that for him. Yeah, they do really, really cool, detailed stuff. They also do a lot of like Disney Princess, Star Wars character collaborations. I want those, but they're just so big. They're like 3-inch pins. They will not fit on my board, so I haven't bought any yet, but I am considering it. This next one is one of the aforementioned collaborations. It's not by Rebel Art, it's by a different creator. I will link her in my description below, but it's Ariel sitting on the rock looking up at the Death Star and the Millennium Falcon. I didn't really know where to put this. I had it in my Ariel collection and then it just didn't look right, so it's in my Star Wars collection because the Death Star makes up like 3/4 of this pin, so that just made the most sense. Really like that one. These two were done by Fantasy Pinstress. She does like outfits basically. So this is Padme's, one of her big gowns from the first movie, I believe. You can't really see it, but these reflect the light, these little orbs, the same way that her dress did in the movie, her throne room gown. So they're really, really cool because those are actually like lanterns from her home planet or her hometown. I don't know. I read the encyclopedia years and years ago when I was like 12. Fantasy Pinterest also did her Meadow dress. I pre-ordered this. This was the first thing that I ever pre-ordered. I think it's LE50. This one's LE50, yeah. This one, LE75. So, yeah, I pre-ordered this. It just came in a little while ago, probably like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. I just love Padme. I think that she's a super strong character up until, you know, episode 3. This one is not LE, but they do have limited amounts left on their store. But yeah, I just really love her character. I think one of my main collections for Star Wars is going to end up being Padme. It's going to be like Padme, Leia, Reylo, and like Baby Yoda. Your standard, like, I'm not a real Star Wars fan pin collections. This one's by Mama Whale Pins. It's got Rey and Padme and Leia. The only thing that I wish they had done differently was I wish they had put them in like chronological order, so like Padme, Leia, Rey, but I know why they did that because they gave Leia her lightsaber, which is really cool. I also kind of wish that they had put her in a different outfit if they're going to give her a lightsaber, but it makes sense because they're just in their iconic outfits. I really love this. I didn't think this was going to be as big as it is. It is a chunky pin. It was kind of pricey. I was like, what am I paying for? So when it came in and it was this big, I was very relieved. She does a lot of like the chibi style stuff. I think this was her only Star Wars pin that she had out, but she does have a lot of Disney ones. Let's see here. So Nerd Matters did these two pins. They're Leia pins, her in the hologram form. I think they used to have just like an all blue glittery variant to be like the actual hologram. I believe this one was a donation to the Trevor Project or Glisten, I can't remember which one, and this one was a donation to breast cancer awareness. So I bought both of them because I wanted to donate to those causes and because they're just really pretty pins. I wish they would come out with like an R2-D2 variant to go with these so that I could put them on my board because I think that would be so cool, but they haven't yet. If you're watching this and you hear me, do it. Let's see, this one is Baby Yoda being handed a Chicky Nuggy, as everyone has memed. This is, I think it's Enchanted Thoughts Club. I'm like 95% sure. I'm like 99% sure now that I look at it. Pre-ordered this one actually. So, just your standard little chicken nugget, Baby Yoda hand, Mandalorian hand, your usual. This one was done by Disney Pin Shop. They're one of the people I mentioned in my Disney Pin video, the people that I really trust to buy pins from. They're coming out with fantasy pins. It's so cute. It's the Mandalorian helmet and Baby Yoda just peeking over the edge of it. They did drop old Yoda holding Baby Yoda a little while ago, and they also dropped Jedi Ariel, and I'm hoping they do like Rapunzel as a Jedi as well so that I can really complete the little collection in my head. I did buy both of those pins. I'm a Disney Pin Shop pin completionist, basically. They don't have a shop yet. They do have an Instagram account specifically for their fantasy pins, so I will link that in the description below. Then I've got this one. This is by Squadron Goals. Their pins are super hard to come by. This is Rey and Kylo in the throne room. I don't know if you can see it. It's one of those pins where like the longer you look at it, the more detail you see. You've got Rey and Kylo doing the little like thigh grab backlift thing that they do in the throne scene. You know what I'm talking about. If you're in the Reylo community, you know what I'm talking about. Then you've got some Praetorian guards just on the sides. Really nice pin, super hard to get. I can't believe I actually managed to score one of these. Their pins sell out so quickly. It's insane how fast they go. The last pin shop that I have to talk about is, once again, everyone's favorite, Laser Brain Patch Co. They do a lot of Star Wars stuff. They have a Star Wars Pin of the Month club. I'm part of that, so some of these are Pin of the Month pins. Some of them are pins that I bought when they had a massive sale a little while ago, probably like right at the beginning of quarantine, where everything was like $6 to $7. So stuff that I had been eyeballing for a while, I was like, yes, give it to me now. So yeah, this first one is on their website as like just the tip pin. It's super funny. It's Darth Vader's lightsaber, but it's just like the little tip of it. Let's see. This one is a Darth Maul pin that I'm obsessed with. I never really like cared for him until the Clone Wars, but his lightsaber spins. It's obviously better if he's like actually pinned to something. It spins really quickly if he's pinned to something. But yeah, Super cool pin. This one I also got on sale for like $6, and it's worth so much more than that, but it's great. Might have to have like a Sith section on my board. This is Rose sipping fanboy tears, as she does, because Kelly Marie Tron and Rose in general deserved infinitely better than what they got. This was a Pin of the Month pin. On the back it's stamped "Never be afraid of who you are," and it's Rey and all the Force Ghosts, because she's Rey Skywalker, which I have feelings about, but we're not going to talk about that. Rey in BB8, just her silhouette, BB8 silhouette. Really like the colors on this one. It's a nice orangey color scheme. Rey and Kylo, because I'm a Reylo trash. And then last but not least, this was the Pin of the Month pin for this month actually, so for May of 2020. And it's Baby Yoda and this Stormtrooper. You know, if you've seen the show, if you know, basically. But yeah, super fun. Her pins are always very well planned out. You can tell that she really takes the time to think about how they're gonna look and what they're gonna do, which is why she has so much of my money. But yeah. If you have any questions, again, comment down below. If you would like to see other videos like this, comment down below. If you like what you saw, like, share, comment, subscribe, that whole shindig. Follow me on Instagram at Angela's Hobbies with an underscore at the end. Everything will be linked in the description below, all the creators, all of my accounts, all that good stuff. I believe that is it. Thanks for watching. Bye.